Hello students, welcome to Exam B. Since your RBI Phase 2 examination is approaching, we are here to help you to avoid some mistakes in this exam. And here are 10 mistakes students should avoid in RBI Phase 2 exam. And we will also let you know about the mechanism or methods that you can adopt to avoid these mistakes. So let's see the mistakes and the ways to avoid the same. So coming to the first mistake, you might be sometimes ignoring the time limits per question. So this is actually a big mistake because you might be spending too much time to perfect a particular answer. And in this way, you would be losing a lot of time. So in this way, you will be actually sometimes exceeding time limit that you're supposed to allocate for a particular question. So in this way, you might be losing your chance to score more. Now, what to do here? You need to allocate your time accordingly for every question. So this should be done for every specific question. Now, coming to the second mistakes that student might be going for. This is lack of proper answer structure. Now, when you're writing answers without any proper structure, it would be very difficult for the examiner to evaluate your answer because your answer is lacking some proper order here. And what to do here? To come with a proper structured, well-defined answer. You need to go for writing some structured answer by following some pattern. So following pattern is very, very important. You need to structure your answer by going for introduction. Now, you have to make a good body of your answer where you will be talking about the main crux of your answer, and you have to also conclude your answer. So, every answer that you're writing here should have three different ways. One is introduction, next is body, and the next is conclusion. And the mistake 3 that we are having here is panicking due to a difficult section of question. This is very much common. Students mostly go for poor performance in particular sections. And for this reason, they might be having poor performance in subsequent section as well. This is mainly because you would be panicked just due to a particular question or a particular section, which would be affecting your performance in the subsequent section. Definitely, you can avoid this by maintaining your focus. So when you are answering one question, just give focus to that question. Forget about all the other questions that you have done or that you are going to do. Okay. Now, the next mistake that students would be mainly making here is exceeding the word limit. Word limit is very, very important. Sticking to that is again important. If you're not sticking to word limit, it shows your inability to concise your answer. So you need to be very much concise. You need to be very much precise when it comes to answer writing. So whenever you're writing, you need to answer to the point. Answer to the point. To the point. So just avoid all the unwanted writing or overwriting. Another mistake that students would be mostly making here is rushing the final review. Students might not be leaving 5 to 10 minutes for making a review. Definitely you need to avoid this. Don't rush. Always spare some 5 to 10 minutes for making your reviewing of what you have written. Always allocate this much of time for making review, which will make your answer perfect. And coming to number 6, forgetting to use data and reports in your writing would be actually creating a big problem in your answer writing. If you're not making use of data, if you're not making use of facts, what will happen here is that your answer will be merely stating theory. So it won't be having any real world backing. So your answer will look insufficient. This will affect the quality of your answer. And to come out of this problem, you need to avoid omitting supporting data. Always include facts. And coming to facts, always make use of some proper, accurate reports. Always use some authentic reports. Next, we could find that most students mostly make some ineffective question selection. This is very important. Whenever you are given a set of questions and whenever you are asked to choose some questions out of the same, don't go for selecting some highly difficult questions which you think that are difficult to you. Here, always consider what you know and what you don't know. You should avoid some cause fallacy. Always consider your knowledge, and only based on your knowledge you should go for selecting questions to answer. Coming to the next mistake that student would be mostly making here is grammatical errors. Whenever you are writing an answer, you should ensure that you're writing your answer with proper structure. That is important. Along with this, you should use some better grammar. Poor grammar or spelling could lead to mark deduction. So, to come out of this, avoid submitting an answer without checking. So, you always should check your answer after writing it before submitting it or before giving your answer paper to the concerned party who would be there to collect it. Again, yet another problem is there, and that is blind guessing, which is another mistake that student would be going for. Definitely, though you are talking about something called descriptive answer writing, sometimes a question might be appearing on your screen and you might not be able to understand what is the question really asking about. So you might be going for some bad idea which is blind guessing. So it would be similar to beating around the bush and definitely lead you to deduct a lot of marks. So you will be losing a lot of marks here. So always to come out of this issue, avoid guesswork. Don't go for it. Always, whenever you are seeing a question, ensure that you're picking only those questions which you really know. And the mistake 10 here is not addressing all parts of a descriptive question. You might be knowing that a single question might be having multiple parts. Multiple parts. And if a question is having more parts rather than a single part, ensure that you are not skipping parts. Ensure that you avoid only answering one part. So consider all parts. Consider all parts with equal importance. Equal importance. This is very much relevant. So when you focus on to these ideas, you will be able to avoid these mistakes. And if you are avoiding these mistakes, definitely it will be helping you to score well in your exams. And our RBPI 2025 Phase 2 online course is still active. We would be offering 120 study notes and 40 plus chapter tests with 200 plus recorded videos. Also, you'll be getting descriptive economics mock test with 5 each for Phase 2 with personalized feedback. We also offer to you sample answer for Phase 2 descriptive papers. Along with this, we are also offering economics descriptive practice test with sample answer. We also give you something called interview guidance along with live doubt sessions. And here is a happy news for you. We are offering you some offer, and this is exclusively related to our Black Friday offer. And here you will be getting 61% off on all online courses that we are offering. and you could enroll here. And this offer is open from 27 to 30th of November, and here is the best time to come and be a part of our online courses program so that you will be able to definitely crack a lot of competitive examinations in the arena of economics. And here are a few of our students who could come out with flying colors. In the RBI Grade B, we could find that we were going for making 350 selections. And why not? You could be the next person. Definitely, you can be the next person. We would be providing video lessons, practice tests, interview guidance, study notes, live sessions, and much more. So, when it comes to our pedagogy, definitely so much are there for you, along with video lessons, live type classes, practice based concept check questions, chapter tests, section tests, mock tests, study notes, as well as assignment based classes. So, don't wait, come to us and be an expert in what you're learning so you can prepare 50% faster with us. And so come and join us to be an expert student here. So like, share and follow us for more such contents.